Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty crazy news going on over here for some big PlayStation and also Xbox updates that also might be tied to as well to go be matching PC updates too. We have some really cool stuff coming out over here with brand new technology, brand new updates, and I feel like it'd be kind of one of those fun videos to go get to talk to you guys about. So we're gonna go talk about over here because any type of brand new improvement is always nice to go and see. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed. We also have the brand new Best Buy pre-orders going live right now for the MetaQuest. We keep on linking those down in the description as well in the comment section down below in case you guys do have any interest in the MetaQuest 3 and want to get some cool pre-order bonuses from Best Buy. Those are all linked down below, and of course we'll be hanging up on Twitch if you guys are bored and want to say hi. Link down below with that, and the usual sub, blah blah blah, and comments, all that type of good stuff. And let's dive in the video itself because you guys probably don't rather watch that and hear about news than me going and selling out. So hi, happy Sunday. You guys are having a fantastic day. So as you guys probably know, the PlayStation, the Xbox, PC, etc. don't typically get too many major updates, but sometimes companies that are basically really integrated with that, such as AMD and Nvidia, sometimes have major groundbreaking changes, and this might be kind of a nice new thing for upgrades overall. And we're going to be talking about this throughout this video because AMD has a brand new kind of change slash update slash whatever that might be popping over here with brand new implementational stuff that we can actually go utilize for, well, games and consoles and everything in between. So right now, the AMD FSR 3 is now coming to consoles, potentially unlocking new performance levels, though sadly the PlayStation 5 may have a problem. We're going to talk about this because AMD, as you guys probably know, is the maker slash integrator of a lot of different types of GPUs, etc. for consoles. Now, AMD has been in the, well, GPU and encoding and even AI markets for quite some time, and probably one of the better partnerships we have for both PlayStation and Xbox. But some of the bigger things out here as well, it's cool. Like, we get some upgrades. It's nice. It's nice. So yesterday, AMD's FSR 3 debuted on PC with the implementations in Square Enix's Forspoken and EA's Immortals of Avon. The frame generation technology offers great performance boost in both games, surpassing even DLSS 3's average FPS in a direct comparison conducted on the later game, though it's still more prone to stuttering than NVIDIA's AI-based technology. So what does this kind of mean? When it comes to PCs especially, it is kind of basically two big things, NVIDIA versus AMD when it comes to graphics. But two things they keep on noting is that they're trying their best to either integrate or utilize things like AI to go and make sure all their processors are slightly better. So a good example for this is like, say, ray tracing. That is technically using like kind of special NVIDIA technology to make games better. They use specific types of either AI rendering or like just basically like future speculation, maybe for a lack of better terms, of how to go and make lighting or have lighting effects or water effects or sound effects or darkness or shadows or lighting, whatever it might be. And that's kind of like what this technology is used for. And sometimes we're also seeing technology being used to fill in the blanks. A good example is think like a forest or like a wall. If you have, like, you're making a game and you have, let's say, grass, and you have all these different types of trees and foliages, sometimes that will be basically made through AI for them to have a chance to save either computing power or memory usage. Not necessarily on the fact of, like, it's stopping it, because if you want to ever have this like type of stuff in your games, you still have to have it be there. You have to make it render. You have to have it show up. I'm trying to think of a better way to explain this. Basically, like if you're going to have the trees there, you still have to have your GPU encoding the fact that there is a tree, that the actual textures are there, that the graphics are spawning. But what a lot of things are is that you also have to encode that or live encode that and live render it as it's showing up in games. So that's why sometimes like AI technology is nice, because if you can basically have to take a little bit of a load off the GPU or CPU for rendering things or making things or adding things to the game, it makes the entire experience easier. So a good example is like if they already know there's going to be trees there and they kind of use an AI to somewhat replicate and almost copy paste other different types of trees, like say for a background or for them just walking through a tree, forest, grass, plains, corn, whatever it might be in a game, it basically makes it a little bit easier for things to go through. And that's why a lot of folks are using AI and AI learning to basically go and, well, simulate all this stuff and make it easier for your computer, aka your either PC or your Xbox or your PS5, and you go from there. However, it won't just be PCs benefiting from FSR 3. AMD had announced now it would support consoles back at Gamescom, but the question was whether it'd be beneficial enough for console games that developers would actually opt to use it. You see, AMD itself recommends a specific use case for the technology. Pre-interpolation. Post-upscaling frame rate should run at a minimum of 60 FPS, with AMD FSR 3 bumping it up to 120 FPS too. And as you guys probably can see, more frames always the better. As gamers know very well, some console games are though limited to 30 FPS, though more and more titles are allow users to target higher frame rates in so-called performance modes as well. So now in Immortals of Avon, developer Ascendant Studios has officially confirmed it is working to implement AMD FSR3 on consoles too, and here's the tidbit from the latest newsletter released a few hours ago. And like I said, this is kind of cool. It's like brand new technology being like a bolster up the consoles themselves. So today's PC patch update brings AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 3 FSR3 to Immortals of Avon on PC. Now all PC Immortals players can take advantage of frame generation and for FSR3's improvements in performance and image fidelity. FSR3 uses a combination of super resolution temporal upscaling technology and frame generation to deliver massive frame rates in supportive games. The key enhancement over FSR2 is the addition of frame generation. This technology uses an enhanced version of AMD's fluid motion frames, or AFMF, optical flow technology, and in temporal game data such as motion vectors to generate additional high-quality frames for a higher frame rate. Now, this is a lot of technical terms all put together, but basically, let's just round up and say it's just better. Like, it just makes these games run better if they can utilize this technology. And don't forget, AMD is also very integral towards the console. So anything that they make and they specifically can utilize will make games run better. The more better the frames, the more better the AI even with those frames, the better in my mind. For more information on this exciting new addition, check out the blog over at AMD. Console players, hang tight. We're working closely with AMD to implement FSR3 for console, and we'll share more in the future. So all this is like really cool to see. In games that already hit the 60 target in their performance modes, FSR3 could allow up to 120 frames performance. So a huge upgrade. It's like almost like a double upgrade, which anyone could enjoy using an HDMI 2.1 display. On the other hand, it may not be able to work its magic with games limited to 30 FPS like Gotham Knights, Redfall, or Starfield. So basically, it almost has to seem like we have to up the standard too as well if any game developers and studios want to go and push towards this higher, well, like technology. So a technical caveat might be the extra obstacle to AMD FSR3 implementation on PlayStation 5. So FSR3 uses DX12-based replacement swap chain that handles the optical flow and frame generation workloads asynchronously. I'm just reading through this, man. Like, even my brain, I'm like, I can't even say these words, bro. Like, this is just a lot of technology, but basically just good. It's like upgrades. Like, I mean, I'm sure if anyone's ever like, what's this scrubbing guy saying? Like, do we care? It's like, it's just good. Like, it's just good upgrades, you know, good tactical stuff. It's like better drivers. I don't know. I'm trying, like, I've read through this a few times myself. I'm still trying to get it. It's just like better stuff. Like, we like it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to sound smart, you know? I'm just trying my best. As explained in the GPU Open blog post, the Unreal Engine 5 plugin does offer an alternative option for non-Windows platforms. Dude, I'm like, it's like, I don't know what I'm trying, but it does not work asynchronously and will therefore offer inferior performance. With the Unreal Engine 5 plugin, there are more options to provide a starting point for supporting non-Windows platforms and the control frame pacing. The AMD FSR3 Unreal Engine 5 plugin contains two backend types, the RHI and the native DirectX 12. Bro, I'm trying. The RHI backend is a platform agnostic and should work effectively in most circumstances. However, it does not support asynchronous execution of the AMD's FSR3 compute workloads, so these jobs are serialized with an associated performance cost. Additionally, frame pacing is handled by Unreal's underlying presentation framework. The ideal use for AMD's FSR3 using the RHI backend is when the VSync is enabled on a high refresh rate 120 Hz monitor. The native DX12 backend fully supports asynchronous workloads and full frame pacing, so it can have higher performance in certain circumstances. Anyway, so like, it's just good stuff. Like, it's coming. Like, it's looking like games could actually maybe start utilizing this stuff and enjoying it, and this nice PC has had a chance to utilize this. And obviously AMD is also integrated once again with consoles very well, so any of the type of like AI or is willing to kind of fill in the blanks does go and add a lot more extra usage, and also can fill in extra blanks too on top of that. So yeah, all this type of stuff is absolutely crazy. So it sounds like Xbox may have an edge when it comes to AMD FSR3 implementations, at least for the time being. Regardless, it's an exciting development to see the first studio confirming its intention to bring the technologies to console. We'll definitely make inquiries to discover more. So basically, it's cool stuff. It's finally coming to consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, and I'm excited to see this up on PC and being more utilized as well. NVIDIA's been making really cool big steps with things such as ray tracing 2, and the part 2 of this is that AMD is also there. Like, AMD is a huge, like, many billions of dollars company that is a big, well, driver of consoles and also PC. So the fact that we're seeing upgrades on both ends is very nice to see. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We got that Twitter and Twitch stream down below. And of course, check on the how links if you guys are interested in hashtag ad with the brand new MetaQuest 3 if you guys want to creep on all that stuff. So creep on that. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, and leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.